Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a lithium-ion battery showdown between the Sony lithium-ion 18650 battery pack against this Molicel 4000 milliamp battery pack. We're going to stick it on a drone and see who flies the longest. Who do you think is going to win? Ready to find out? Let's get started. Okay, let's look at the specs in this battery. It's looking like, let's look at the Sony first. This is the 18650, my home built, put together for us lithium-ion battery pack. So it's 2600 milliamps, and it's about 30 watts of power. Let's put it on the scale and see here. So let's stick it on here. So we're at 218 grams. So that's for the Sony lithium-ion battery pack. Now let's look at the cosmic power. It's basically a Molicel battery. This one's 4000 milliamps. It's 45 watts. What makes this unique is just the way it's constructed. You could see how it was nicely done with the wires, and also you're asking what's this hole for, right? That hole is for the battery to cool off while it's in the air. As long as the specs, they said it could add additional 5 watts of boost, 5 watts or more boost while you're flying. Of course, you've got the power, you've got the storage. Of course, 4000 milliamps is a lot. So if you stick this on the scale, see what we get. So we're getting a whopping 286 grams. That's 68 grams of weight for this battery. Again, the Sony. Let's weigh it again. That Sony battery, that's 218 grams compared to the Cosmic Power by FPV Cycle, 285. It keeps changing a bit, but we're still looking at about 68 plus grams for this battery. So that's an additional 68 grams. In comparison to what that is, it's like an additional, it's not a full GoPro. Here's an old GoPro 7 that doesn't have a battery in it. An old GoPro is about 94. So with the battery, it's usually about 120. It's usually about 120 grams for a GoPro. But if you were to just, so you could say it's like adding half the size of a full GoPro on your quad. So that's not too bad, because most people put a full GoPro and still fly well with it. In this case, for long range, it's perfect. So let's see how the flight goes. Now let's get to the flight video. Just word of warning, it is a long video. I wanted to make it just the natural speed, so nothing sped up or anything, so you could see actually what happens during the flight. So I have it side by side so you can see how it performs, and you can see how slowly or how fast the battery does discharge. I did end up using an analog quad, which is actually my Korea Rhea, just because it shows more in the OSD. So what you'll see consistent on the OSD is that the throttle percentage I kept between 35 to 40, so it'll fluctuate between 35 and 40. That way you know that the amount of throttle that I'm putting as I fly is as consistent as I could. Let's get on with the video. So what do you guys think? So as you can see, the winner, of course, being the heavier one, is the Molicel battery, which was put together by FEV Cycle. So their battery ended up going down to 3 volts at 18 minutes and 15 seconds, while the Sony, which is smaller and lighter, ended up stopping at 11 minutes and 3 seconds. So as I flew it, I could tell right away that the Cosmic was a little bit heavier, but in our case, we're not really doing a lot of freestyle using a lithium-ion battery. It's good to know that if you're out there trying to do 1 or 2 miles, you'll know that when you come back, you'll have that power, so you won't end up losing power before coming back. But in this case, with something as small as just a 4-inch, 5-inch quadcopter, it's going to make a huge difference. This Cosmic battery really is going to be great for long range. It does weigh a difference of about 64 more grams than the other one, but the amount of power and the longer endurance it can while you fly it makes a huge difference. So hopefully you found this helpful as far as any type of lithium-ion batteries you're trying to look for. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next video.